Mario Wonder. I don't know if it's just announced, but they showed gameplay footage of the trailer during their Nintendo Direct, and it looks different. It has a good feel to it.
You know what it looks like?
What does it look like?
It looks like a return to the 2D platformer.
Yep.
Which you know that I love.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm all on board. I'm all on board on this.
Throw the trailer. Is that what we want to start with?
Yeah, let's throw up the trailer just so everybody can take a peek.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I love me some 3D Mario. But I just when you think like when you close I want everybody to do this. Close your eyes right now.
Your eyes. Sorry.
Think of a Mario game.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of?
Oh, definitely.
What did you think? A 2D side scroller, right?
right.
You saw yourself on level 1 Mario 1 jumping up and getting the mushroom, the very first mushroom, right? So like that is a return to the 2D, and I'm super excited for it.
It also gives me big vibes of. Did you ever play Mario? New Super Mario Brothers when it was on Nintendo DS. That's the kind of feel I get from this specific one as well. But yeah, let's roll the trailer. Starting now. I also love the Nintendo Switch noise that they put in there. Just one side note.
I love this opening.
Onward and
upward. It's like this little flower is gonna be talking to you. And guys, if you're just watching or if you're just listening, what we're kind of seeing now, it looks like they're basically just running through levels, but like this is a throwback. That like these levels remind me of like Super Mario World, Super Nintendo, with like a bunch of new mechanics. So we're watching him like swim up waterfalls. There was like some rails that he's sliding on and stuff like that. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, and another thing I kind of want to point out is it's the same Mario that we love, but just with a huge like 2023 refresh. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
a huge refresh.
And so right now he just grabbed what's called a Wonder Flower, and it just completely like changes the atmosphere of the game and the level itself and what's happening, and it looks really fun and like cool.
When he grabbed that Wonder Seed or whatever, it's like it made the world like into this like very beautiful kind of like nighttime set. Like it changed like the whole vibe of the level, which was really cool. And we're seeing some crazy stuff right now. Like he's riding on these sheep and like you found a wonder. Like I have no idea what the Wonder Seeds are going to do.
So Wonder
Hopefully,
Seed is kind of like the star. I think that's the new star. This is what I think it's supposed to be. It's also really cool. So you get to play as Toad. You get to play as Peach, Daisy. Yoshi's in the game, Luigi, and which is really cool.
I love that they got the floating Bowser.
Yep.
That's an ode to like the very first time that like I remember that from Mario 3 when you're on when you're on Bowser's ship and he has that like that's sick.
And another thing that they added into the game is like the world causes you to like be different shapes and sizes, and like the Wonder Seeds cause like different things like that. And I don't know if you noticed, but they got rid of the point system. So when you like kill enemies or anything like that, it doesn't say like the score. It says like wonderful, super, or stuff like that. So that's a different change to it. I don't know how much of an effect it's going to be. This game comes out on another very big game release date. Do you know what that is?
I do not.
Spider-Man.
Oh, no. What are you going to do, dude? What are you going to do?
October 20th, 2023. So, but yeah, I'm super excited about this. Kind of like I said, it's almost like a 2023 refresh of the game. You can play as the characters that we said: Daisy, Toad, Mario, Luigi, Peach. And obviously, I already said Mario, but yeah. So I think that's really cool. Some big changes that they added a bunch of new enemies and just kind of characters into it as well. One being I don't know if you noticed the Koopas. All of them are asleep. Did you notice that?
I did not.
Yeah, all the little Koopas are asleep, and I don't know how big of an issue or like big of a thing that's going to be, but all the Koopas on that showcase, they were all asleep. In the background, they were asleep. So I wonder, is everybody dreaming? Like kind of the wonder, and that's why the world can kind of go up and down. I don't know, but that's kind of
valid point, sir.
Yeah.
That is a valid point. Were the Koopas, was it during the nighttime scenes only? Like maybe if you hit the Wonder Seed and it goes to nighttime, they go to sleep?
Did I say Koopas?
Yeah.
Goombas, sorry, the Goombas.
Oh, the Goombas.
Yeah, the Goombas were asleep. Sorry, the Koopas, they were all on like roller skates. The pink ones were all on roller skates. I apologize.
Oh yeah, they were going crazy.
I meant to say Goombas. Goombas were all asleep and they're in the foreground, the background, and so it's kind of interesting to see that. So
yeah, maybe it is like a dream state kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be kind of cool. I do have a little list here of some stuff that we're going to see in this game, and I want to kind of get your opinion of what you think about this. So the first thing on my list, I don't know if you guys were just listening, there's a part in the trailer where Mario turned into an elephant.
Yeah, that was so funny. I think that's gonna be new you know how like he turns into like has the cat kind of thing. I wonder if. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, that's what I'm curious to see.
I think
like, what do you think that is?
I think it's gonna be like a new power up. Like, is he gonna be like a stampede where he can just run over everything that's like smaller than him, or is it?
Yeah.
I mean, elephants, they have trunks. So, like, is he going to suck water up and be able to spray water? Like,
so in the trailer, what happens is he turns into an elephant. And then as soon as he turns into the elephant, like, he doesn't have to fight anymore. He just, like, walks into the enemy and it, like, kicks him away and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's gonna be kind of funny.
I'm excited to see what that is gonna be. Do you think there's gonna be other animals though? Because I don't know if you noticed it in the trailer when you got the elephant, it had this like little kind of generic-y elephant icon behind it. Yeah. So I was wondering, like, do you think the elephant is like just an exclusive thing, or is it going to be a bunch of different animals that you can turn into?
I don't know if it's going to be a bunch of different animals, but other power-ups, because in the trailer as well, you were a spiked ball. Like, you could roll as a spiked ball. So I don't know.
The spiked ball.
I don't know if it's going to be more animals specifically, but definitely a much more power-ups and new power-ups. I don't know if you saw that or when he was facing, like, I think it's Baby Bowser, and just kind of a funky look, and then he grew big, but Mario had his like fire suit on too, so I wonder. So that there's gonna be like old power ups as well, which is gonna be cool.
Yeah, and that's you kind of segued right into what I wanted to talk about next was that fight with Baby Bowser. It's like what do you think that mechanic is where they just keep getting like it, like Mario would be big and then Baby Bowser would be big, and then like they kept like switching sides, and it's like. I don't know if you looked at it, but I really, really kind of looked at the trailer, and it looked like when Baby Bowser was small, he wasn't taking damage. So is that like some type of like protection or something like that?
Maybe, or it's something to do with like the Wonder Seed. I don't know. And like I said, like my big thing with the game is it's a dream state. Like it seems like almost like a dream. Like the game is a dream, and so maybe that has something to do with it. It's like it's unpredictable what's happening, and kind of like you said, when he's small, he's not very like he's immune to damage, and then when he's big, that's when you can attack. Who knows? Or other way around, who knows? But I think it's gonna be pretty cool. It's a cool mechanic, and I just think it's gonna be really fun.
It does give some quirky like Alice in Wonderland kind of vibes, right? So when you get like the Wonder Seed, like stuff really does go crazy. Like the pipes in the trailer, you can see when you get the Wonder Seed, and when it goes to nighttime, like the pipes like turns into like a snake and kind of like slithers, and so like stuff gets kind of weird.
And then when it went nighttime, like with so the Goombas were awake during the nighttime scene. I don't know if you saw that, where they were both getting really long and short. Like that's kind of cool. Yeah. So there's definitely, like I said, a new refresh to what is already a good, awesome franchise.
Yeah, and that kind of quirkiness, you know, like that Alice in Wonderland style, like the kind of darker, like moodier stuff. You know, I'm into that stuff. So like to see that on a Mario franchise is pretty sweet. And then also we were talking about the fast travel on those rails when he was like jumping up and grabbing the rails and speeding through and then like sliding on them and stuff like that. That was super sweet. And I don't know if you saw, but in the trailer, there was a section of a bunch of Yoshis. Yep. So I believe Yoshi's a playable character too.
He is. Yep.
And
you can ride on one.
Throwback to the Super Nintendo era. You can ride on Yoshi, which will be like the same kind of mechanic of like you can jump off of them and stuff like that. So I'm super excited for that. The one thing that looked kind of weird though to me was like, did you see this silhouette mode?
Yeah, was that where I was talking about where they get long and short?
Where they're getting really what is that?
Again, I think it's just part of the wonder seed, wonder flower that causes such a crazy change to the atmosphere and the environment. It's going to be an unpredictable what's going to happen next in the game, and I think that's really exciting to have in a game like this. So.
Yeah, guys, it was super weird. It was like as soon as it got into this like silhouette mode, like everything in the foreground went black, but like you could still see their eyes. It's almost like they were like shadow people. Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, so here I'll pull that up one more time so we can kind of show it again.
Let's kind of show that again because I thought it was really weird. But like, you've never seen this level of weirdness in like a Mario game. Like like this part right here. So like you guys can see. It's super, super brief, but you guys can see that, like, in the foreground, everything in the foreground, except for their eyes, is, like, silhouetted, and the background is, like, still in color, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it should be kind of crazy. It should be really, really fun.
And I want to kind of jump into a little bit of, like, some things that they seem to have, like, replaced almost. And so, I don't know if you saw, like, the switches. Like, there's no switches. Like, you know, like, the red switch that changes the environment. I think that...
Oh, there is?
I thought it was going to be red flower, like the flowers. Like the flowers are the new switches.
I saw on one thing that there's still a switch because he was like... She was jumping up and hitting the switch, and it was turning the lights on and off.
Oh, maybe I missed that. All right, well, throw that point out, Adam. Jeez, it does.
But they did introduce a bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, it's hard. It's actually kind of hard to keep track of all of it.
Oh yeah.
And so another thing is this isn't taking place in the Mushroom Kingdom. So I don't know if you also noticed, like, there's no toads aside from the toad that you can play. There's no toads around.
There's no toads at the end screen.
Right. Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
It's that weird, like...
It's the seed people. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, but the seed people, it's supposed to take place in the Flower Kingdom is what the name of it is. So, and kind of go into more of the gameplay mechanics to unlock different areas of, like, the zones where you can... different levels and stuff, you have to collect the Wonder Seeds.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of... Instead of stars, it's Wonder Seeds, which is different.
And something is up with Bowser in this model. So I don't know if we should keep calling them the seed people. I guess the seed people.
That's what I don't know another name.
Guys, we don't know. Yeah, we are officially dubbing them the seed people right now because we have no idea what to call them. But they have this like kind of swirly, kind of like ice cream two-tone kind of hair toppers to them. And Bowser and like the baby Bowsers all have that same look to them.
Right.
Which I've never seen Bowser look like that before.
You know what this is?
What is it?
The Mario multiverse.
Oh no.
Another multiverse. Oh
no, geez. Mario, don't do multiverse. Please God, don't do multiverse.
We're getting it enough.
There's something up with Bowser in this one. So I mean, okay. Mario is Mario, right? And it doesn't, let's be honest, it really doesn't need anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like Mario is kind of one of those games that gets a free pass where it's like you don't need anything new in Mario. You just want a new game, new levels and stuff like that. But this one does actually have like some new stuff and some like kind of mystery behind it, and I really like that.
Yeah, definitely. That's a lot to unpack with this game, which honestly, when I first was like, oh, it's another Mario game. Like, I'll watch the trailer. Like, it's going to be fun. I'm going to get it. But like, I wasn't expecting anything groundbreaking, but this is a new game. Like I said, it's a new refresh of 2023 Mario. And I'm super excited about this game. I'm going to get it.
Yeah, me too. I'm also kind of curious about adding the purple coin counter. Did you see
so that's another thing. You have to collect so many coins and it gives you another Wonder Seed. So,
okay. So that it does give you the Wonder Seed.
Yep, that's kind of what I saw and what I read, and basically,
yeah. Because I was wondering what that second counter was going to be.
That's what it is.
But it makes sense. It would get you an extra Wonder Seed. So
cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about this game. I'm gonna grab it. I know Adam's gonna grab it. And if you guys are Mario fans, grab it too.
Yep.
Why not?
Yep.
Why not? Like we said, Mario doesn't need to be anything crazy, but I do think this one is gonna give you a little extra something, a little Alice in Wonderland kind of spooky, kind of weird vibes, and I'm for it.
You know what? Like, I've never done this, and this is kind of gave me a vibe. Like, if I were to be like Mario, it'd feel like I've never tried acid before or anything like that, but like that's the vibe that I got. It's like, oh man, it's Mario on acid, kind of like hallucinating. So
yeah, come play Mario and his hallucination wonder.
Yeah, let's change it to Mario acid instead of Mario Wonder.
Right, Mario one drop.
Yeah, that's crazy.